I think what we are seeing generally is with the enhancement of computer technology, cloud, and all those sorts of things, analytics is just becoming more and more powerful. It's becoming more real-time. There's a lot more streaming analytics, and people are able to get information a lot faster with huge amounts of data as well. And that's really leading to many more possibilities in terms of use cases and use of data, use of analytics to do things for the public good that we frankly are just scratching the surface on. I think AI is, needless to say, one of the most exciting things that is happening at this point. The confluence of the ability of AI to derive fantastic insights very rapidly, but now do it in a geospatial manner is where I think there's a huge amount of opportunity. Also, the ability of AI to then be distributed into very specific areas, specific use cases, and individuals can affect the ability for governments, for example, to really do very specific beneficial things to the populations that they serve. I think one of the key trends in our time is the growth of infrastructure, whether it be building infrastructure that's going to get built out significantly in manufacturing and things like that, or it is electrical infrastructure or other things like energy infrastructure of different kinds. And all this requires, of course, something to do with land and location. And so those are the really big use cases that I'm excited about. One example is permitting, which depends really on which parcels of land, who owns those parcels of land, and how do we negotiate through that. So using geospatial, a lot of that can be sped up increasingly through this process. So in the example of permitting, there are permits that actually go across from federal, state, and in many cases they overlap. So it's very important for companies or individuals to know what their permitting regime is. So being able to understand which permits apply to what in terms of land, in terms of location, becomes very important. So that's an example of what we do with federal and local, but there are many others, of course. And I would add that in addition to federal and local, there's also the commercial side of the equation, where you get a lot of situations. For example, companies that are putting up data centers, they're commercial entities, but they need to also be part of the same process. Companies that are implementing nuclear reactors, for example, and things like that. So there's a lot of different use cases where many of these actors come together, in fact, and need to work in concert. We value our relationship with our partners like CARTO, companies that are innovative and move fast and generate new technology. Deloitte's benefit and the value proposition that we bring to our clients is we really are very good at integrating and delivering solutions and delivering results. So we work very collaboratively with companies like CARTO to deliver these sorts of outcomes. For example, things like understanding floodplain characteristics in certain areas, or understanding how to limit pedestrian injuries on busy city roads are good examples of what we do together. One example I might go back to is the pedestrian injuries example, where we integrated the solution, but the solution crucially depended on partners like CARTO and other partners that came together in one solution to deliver, using Gen AI, the ability for business users to quickly query, understand patterns at any given point in the day, and be able to also recommend solutions given the information that we have provided to the business user, and to be able to do this over and over again in a very rapid fashion.